Hello, I'm Lucy Hubber and I'm the Interim Director of Public Health at Luton Council, and I'm joined with Councillor Khtija Malik, and we'd like to give you the weekly update on the COVID position for Luton. The COVID number of cases continues to increase in Luton despite lockdown, and that's really worrying for us. Although the rate of cases, the numbers are going up slightly more slowly, really by now we'd like to see those cases coming down. And that means that we've got more work to do in Luton, more sacrifices to make, and we need to make sure that we're really sticking to the rules. Very sadly, we're also seeing deaths in Luton now, in much smaller numbers, because we can now treat COVID much more easily if people seek help. It's really important if you've got COVID and you're feeling poorly that you seek help. This is the map of where we are seeing cases this week in Luton. Small numbers can make a big difference. So actually, you can see that these are very different areas of high rates than the map that we shared last week. Just because there are high rates where you live or work doesn't mean to say that people aren't sticking to the rules. What we know about COVID in Luton is that it's transmitted very easily within households. So if one person gets COVID, it's likely that other people in their household may get it. That means it's really important that if you have symptoms, you try and keep away from other people in your household as much as you possibly can. Councillor Malik, do you want to tell us a little bit more about testing?
Yes, in terms of testing, it couldn't have been much easier to get a test locally in Luton. With the opening of Vicarage Street yesterday, there is enough testing stations within Luton for people to get tested. So I would really urge people, however mild the symptoms are, to get tested. Protect your household and protect your families. I think it's really, really important to make sure that you go out there and get tested. If you have any type of symptoms, it's so easy to book a test on 119 and get an appointment. So I would really urge people to go out and get a test.
Great. And people may have heard about these new rapid tests that are coming in for Luton. We're going to be telling people more about that in the next couple of weeks, but they're for people who don't have symptoms. So that means anybody in Luton will soon be able to get a test. But as Councillor Malik said, if you've got any symptoms, no matter how mild, get a test. What are the other things that people can do, Councillor Malik, to protect themselves and their families?
I think it's really important to remember the 4 key things in terms of making sure you wash your hands regularly for at least 30 seconds. Use a hand sanitizer when you're away from home. Wear a face covering. When you're wearing a face covering, make sure you cover all the way up to your nose. And you must wear a face covering if you're using public transport or you're inside any shops. It's also so important to make sure that you keep your distance. That's 2 meters away. And if it's not possible, try and limit the amount of contact you have with people outside. It's also very important to make sure that you're self-isolating if you've got symptoms or you've had contact with anyone who has had COVID-19. This means to stay at home and not leave the home. So I think it's really, really important to make sure you play your part and you follow these easy steps and make sure that your household does so too. It's also really important, I think, if you want to play your part within the community, to get involved in the community champions. And this is really, really easy. This is in order to get the messages out to communities, to your family, friends, and you can relay this message through and have direct contact with health professions who, if there's any questions that you would like answered or you're not sure about, or you feel somebody else doesn't know what they should be doing, it's the platform where you can be involved as a community champion to get this message out to everybody widely. So I'd really urge everybody to become a community champion. It's really easy. If you go onto luton.gov and get involved in being a community champion, which we meet once every 2 weeks and have updates and information in terms of where the virus is more is more active in terms of being spread. You know, it doesn't mean those communities are really affected, but it means that you are aware of places and what you can do to protect yourself.
Thank you, and thank you for listening. Thank you for all that you do. We've got more to do. When we come out of lockdown, we must remember that we can't just go back to how we lived before. We've got to keep on taking these actions in order to protect yourself, your families, and protect Luton. Thank you.